Hey, what's up, y'all? Blake here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, thanks for coming. If you're old, thanks for showing back up. We got a couple more NFL player props we're going to look at for Sunday's slate. Pretty fun game to watch Thursday night. Lions snuck out with the win. Pretty fun game to watch if you're able to catch that one. Just know we're glad to have football back, man. It's gonna be fun. But so right now on our parlay, as y'all know, Travis Kelce didn't play. We had him going over a receiving touchdown and he did not play. So that one's going to get DNP'd, which is did not play. That'll get refunded to you. Or it'll either get refunded if you put it as a two-leg power play. If you put it as anything more than that, it will just deduct to the next leg of play down. So if you put it in as like a five-leg flex, it'll go back down to a four-leg, and so on and so forth down the ladder. So Travis Kelce, no, but then so the ones that did play were 1-1. So CJ Gardner Johnson went over his 4.5 tackles. We were able to cash in on that. He hit five. And then Patrick Mahomes, of course, we know we talked about that in the other video, him going over his passing and rushing yards, which Kelce being out ended up not helping that at all, of course. And then besides that, I guess Kadarius Toney forgot that he was a wide receiver in the National Football League, because he cost us a little bit there too on the old passing yard prop. So, but it is what it is. So we sit 1-1. Kelce didn't play. With how the Chiefs played, they could have used Kelce. I'm pretty confident that he would have been able to get him on the board for at least a touchdown. So, anyways, let's get on into it. If you're new to PrizePicks, use this promo code right here down below. Get yourself signed up. That'll get your first deposit instantly matched up to $100. Take advantage there. Free money. All right. So let's check it out. So the first prop we're gonna be looking at, get right into. I'm trying to keep you all day. J.K. Dobbins, over 59.5 rushing yards against the worst rushing defense in the league last year in the Houston Texans. This is a home game for Dobbins, playing in Baltimore. And man, I just think this is just almost. If you stick around to this channel, you'll notice a trend with me. I love to cash in on running backs over their rushing yards against Houston. I did it last year, and it was the strategy printed money for me. Literally printed money. I think I didn't hit it once or twice. But literally was a money printer. Houston's fucking rush defense sucks. I don't imagine they've gotten a ton better enough to climb the ranks there. So if Dobbins hasn't already gotten this prop cleared by like the third quarter, which is very possible that he could even clear this in the first half, I think that Baltimore will eventually get into a comfortable enough lead that they will start chewing the clock, and this dude's going to get a ton of volume. And like I said, he could easily double this number by the end of the game if we want to go take a look right here. We don't want to look at the fantasy score. I was looking into it, but I don't like the fantasy score prop for him. Just too inconsistent. Like I said, we take a look here. J.K. Dobbins rush yards. You see, his last 4 games played, he clears this. I just think it's too. It's just too easy against this Houston Texans defense. And if you're picked to win, like I said, you should end up chewing some clock. I just think it's a really, really good spot for him to really pop off right at the beginning. I'm sorry, he cleared it 3 times. The line is 59.5. One of those games he was right at 59. But I'll take my chances against the Texans defense. Next pick that we're going to be looking at here, and I think this play that we're about to put, if it's set the same line every week, I honestly think it's a good prop to take just about every week. And it is going to be Christian McCaffrey, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey over a half, anytime touchdown, any type touchdown. So passing, rushing, receiving, any type of offensive touchdown. I think this is a pretty safe bet to go here. So passing, rushing, and receiving. This man is very, very liable to pass for a touchdown. He's done once or twice, I think, since being with San Francisco. I want to say once. He can receive a touchdown, and of course he can rush a touchdown, and he gets a lot of volume, especially with Brock Purdy still in there. I think Christian McCaffrey gets a lot of volume. So last season he played 11 games with San Francisco. He scored a touchdown in 8 of them. So 8 of 11, those in itself are really, really good odds. There's quarterbacks that don't score in 8 of 11 games. So Pittsburgh did allow, that's who we're going up against, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh did allow the least amount of rushing touchdowns last year, which Christian McCaffrey is a running back, so you figured that's typically where it would come from. So they did allow the least amount of rushing touchdowns, but on the flip side, they gave up the fourth most receiving touchdowns. Is what the number was. It was their bottom 5 of the league in receiving touchdowns. So I think passing and receiving touchdowns. So I think he can really come into play there. He is so versatile that he had 4 receiving touchdowns in his 11 games with San Francisco. I just think it's too easy of a prop here to take. The odds of him not hitting this are a lot worse than they're 3 of 11. So if you were to think he's probably not going to score, you're looking at 3 and 11 odds. An anytime touchdown, any type offensive touchdown, 8 of 11. I'm taking that all day. He is targeted pretty heavily, more than some receivers actually. Let me take a look here. Here's his targets per game. So 9, 6, 7, 6, 10, 8, 9. I mean, there is actual wide receivers and tight ends that don't get that many targets per game. And this dude just, San Francisco loves those screens. They love those little screens, and that's how they get him involved, is those screens. They'll hit him on a reverse, let him throw the ball. It's just so versatile over there with that offense that they have going. I just think it's too safe of a prop. And, of course, the 49ers defense is amazing. So their defense will buy their offense plenty of possessions. I think they average between 5.5 to 6.5 possessions per game last season. So plenty of opportunity here for him to score against this Pittsburgh team. So that's what we're looking at here. Besides that, our other props that we have left on our parlay that we stacked up in our other videos is what we got. Deshaun Watson over his 24.5 rush yards. And then we have Saquon under his 73.5 rush yards. And I think that was it. But anyways, if y'all want breakdowns of those, go check out the video. Besides that, let's have a fun day of football tomorrow. Right now we got the Colorado game on against Nebraska. Good game going on there. If y'all want to catch the fourth quarter of it, Colorado's turned into a really fun to watch team. And Nebraska, there are some tough suckers. So good college football on Saturday. Y'all tune in. Let's have a good day. Check back in with y'all Monday. Later.